What's going on, my friends, my family? We are back again with another TSLE WLI podcast where we empower and inspire the greatness within you. I am your host, Coach Teon Singletary, the motivator of excellence. And today we got a powerful conversation lined up with you. Today is my honor to bring on someone who is making an impact in a big way. Alexandra is a composer, a writer, a director, over 20 years of passionate experience in creating stories for stage, film, and musicals. Man, I cannot wait. But most importantly, this is someone who understands something that I always say, what it means to grow, to lead, and to overcome. So, Alexander, welcome to the TSLE WLI podcast. Join me on the stage, my friend.
Hello. How are you?
I am outstanding, man. I am outstanding. Glad that you can be here today. And tell us where you are calling in from.
So first of all, thank you so much for inviting me. So I'm calling from a forgotten little plot of land in Bologna, Belgium, the countryside.
The countryside. Look, I love the country too myself. I mean, it's nothing like being in the yard or in the woods, just hearing the birds chirp. That night, you're able to look at the stars in the sky. I mean, it just so amazing. You can't see that, or you don't hear that in the city. So in the
Definitely.
city, you don't
Yeah.
hear that at all. But in the country, that's why I love visiting the country and staying in the country here and there because it helps keeps me at peace, right?
And you said about the night sky. That's so important because it every time you see it properly, you kind of realize the immensity in which we're floating, and it
Mm,
instantly brings you down to earth paradoxically. So it just puts everything into perspective. So
I love it. I love it. I love it. So with that, let's go ahead and get started, get going. Can you share with us your journey? And like what are some defining moments that shape who you are today?
well, my journey begins, as you said, 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago, when I started off with theater in my high school years. I started off with playing and staging Hamlet by Shakespeare. And
Shakespeare,
that
yes.
was, I think that was one of the best beginnings that I could have because there's so much symbolism in there, and it kind of opened my way to theater, and then I started composing music that led me naturally to musical theater. And then I'm originally from Bucharest, Romania,
Okay.
and so I left for Paris to for my studies, and then from Paris I arrived in Belgium. So I've had the great joy of actually working with different types of actors and in different
Okay.
languages. And
Okay.
I think that that's one of the best things, the interaction that I've had with people and learning how, because even here in Belgium, I work with actors from different nationalities, and
Okay.
they
Okay.
come from all over the world. So let's say that energy that sparks between people, especially in
Uh,
it's something really amazing. And then I also compose music for short films, for animation, a lot
okay.
of music for stage,
Okay.
and musicals. I would say, yeah, musicals is my let's say my speciality, and I've been doing that for some years now, and I love that. I think it's the best, and no, I wouldn't say the best, or because it's not best or worst, but it's the most complex art. It really
Okay.
puts
Okay.
everything together. And music has this amazing capacity because music is frequency, right? And we're
Uh-huh.
made out of frequency as well.
Uh,
So
okay.
music touches you without the need for words, without the need for context. It just steps right in there and triggers emotions. So
Mm.
I love doing this, and I think I'm very privileged to have found this in my life, and pursue this, because it is a journey, and I would say it's a roller coaster, being an artist, especially in today's world.
A roller coaster it is an enjoyable roller coaster there.
Yes, yes. But you know why it's enjoyable? Because I mean, like, obviously,
Uh-huh.
when it goes down quickly and with
Uh-huh.
speed. But the thing is, I do believe that what makes us artists in the end is the fact that doesn't matter how, we always find ways to get up after we've fallen,
Mm.
because it's not like we are doing this because we can't do anything else. It's not that we don't know
Uh-huh.
how to do anything else, but
Uh-huh.
it's so strong that you are willing to go through the more, I know, the bad moments,
Uh-huh.
just
Yep, yep,
being
yep.
able to just to be able to get to those good moments. And there are many good moments as an artist, that's for sure.
Interesting. You said a lot here. Um, I'm not crying.
I thought it was
No,
that.
you said a lot there that I connected with, and I'm trying to decide what route I want to take this because I'm a poet myself, and I write poetry. I do a little bit of lyrics here too that I never try to find a way how to make it get published or anything. But I'm a writer, and I started when I was in high school when I learned a little bit about poetry. But then when I went to college, I learned more about Shakespeare, and
Mm,
that's when I didn't realize I was writing poems when I was younger until I took a course and then I learned a lot about Shakespeare, and that's when I was like, oh, this whole time I was writing poetry and didn't even know what I was doing. But it was
yeah.
natural to me, and once I learned that, I started studying William Shakespeare more, and I started learning and then started critiquing my art a little bit more, and now I have published a poetry book. I'm working on my second poetry book right now as we speak. So when you spoke about that, I was like, wow, that's very interesting. He said William Shakespeare, the same one that inspired me to write more in my early years of writing poetry. But then you see something else about being able to connect with others' frequency, which is in vibrations. That is key, especially in the art that you do because that's your craft. When you have someone that you can work with and y'all are on the same frequency and vibrations, it just makes the work even more enjoyable when you are working together. So
Yeah.
so let's talk a little bit more about that before we move forward. Because I can hear the passion in your voice. So when you find someone that you can work with, an artist, and y'all on the same frequency and vibrations, what does that look like? How does it feel? And then also when you find someone that not on the same frequency or vibrations, how do you get them in the right direction where you need them to go?
Right. That's a very, very good question. So obviously, when you find somebody who's on the same vibration, it's like, yeah, you cling on to them, because they're not, they're quite rare. Uh,
Yeah.
because sometimes you get to work with actors and you work with them through several projects, and then by the 10th project you don't even need to explain a lot. You just need to point
Uh,
something, or just need to
okay.
look in their eyes, and they would understand. It's that kind of
Okay. Okay.
extra sensorial
Uh,
connection that it's created.
okay.
So that's amazing to have, and I have certain people like that, that I work with happily, that I found. Now, when there's no frequency and where there's kind of an imbalance. Well,
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
yeah, it can be very difficult, especially because in theater we're working with souls. We're not working with people. We're working with psychology, with emotion, and actors can be such fragile beings. And I say it in the best sense possible, because if they weren't fragile, then probably they wouldn't be able to do this properly.
Okay. Okay.
But
Okay. Interesting.
I think the way you need to actually work with those people, first of all, is you need to decide whether it is worth um, um, doing making the effort to
Gotcha.
make them,
Okay.
because sometimes, everybody has the right to their opinions or
Yeah.
to their,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you've got different dynamics and energies. So sometimes you just, okay, then we're not, it's not working together. And so then let's stop torturing each other and just go each on our own path. But
Yeah.
if I really appreciate the actor, and if I really feel like the actor is part of a project or is perfect for a specific role, then I would always try to discuss with him or her.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
talk, because people in our world have stopped talking. I feel that, and because they've stopped talking, they
Uh-huh.
don't know how to do it anymore properly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah. Okay.
it's so easy. Just open up, and that's another thing.
Mm.
Vulnerability. Actors are
That's
very
it.
vulnerable.
That's it.
So
Okay.
you need to
Yeah.
be ready to become vulnerable and to get on the same level of vulnerability as the people that you have in front of you, and
Okay.
then you'll have a connection, and then you can build up from that.
Interesting. Vulnerability. Wow, you just hit a nerve there. Like, wow. Like that's it. It's like you just gotta be authentic and real, right? Just be your
Exactly.
true self in that moment, and have some empathy and compassion. But as the
Definitely.
producer, or the composer, you gotta you gotta have some compassion and grace as well.
I mean, we're talking in the, yes, it's exactly that, because what are we writing about? I don't know. I mean, I as a writer, I'm always writing about love as the center, and I don't mean love in a relationship or love
Uh-huh.
of parents. It's just the
Gotcha.
overall feeling of love, which for me, that is all this whole thing we call life is about. And
Yes.
and
Yes.
when we stop, like when we forget that, we're just so going into like negative beliefs and negativity and
Uh,
anguish and and stress and all of those, and these
wow.
all of these things completely destroy our core, which is
Wow.
vibration and which is love in
Uh,
itself. So
Man, that is interesting that you say that. Man, wow. You got me thinking about that a little bit more right now, because you're right. Like I never thought about it in that way, in that sense. But yeah,
I mean,
wow. It's
what's
creating the right environment, right? You're creating the right environment for the
exactly?
scene.
And that's another thing, because I'm a deep believer in the fact that um, the present moment is what
Hmm.
defines us. I don't believe in
Hmm.
past or future as
Hmm.
like physics related
Yeah,
terms.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I really believe that we are living a continuous shifting realities of the present, that we're actually
Okay.
shaping ourselves. And that's why looking through the prism of love is so important, because if we are
Mm,
shaping our reality, then if we're all into those negative beliefs then and negative energies, then you're going to project those on your life. and and
Wow.
you're just going in a vicious circle. And what's amazing about this is that I think you can instantly change that from one second to
Mm,
another. You just decide that you're no longer going to go down that path. And
mm,
although afterwards the road is not at all easy, the
yeah.
decision making is easy.
Uh, what? this is this is so good. We are going in a direction that I wasn't expecting to go, but I love it. Everyone that's listening to us and watching us on our video, we appreciate you. And if you have any thoughts or comments, please share in the comment section because we want to hear your thoughts too as well. Yeah. So, God, jeez Louise, man, I want to go so much here. I want to do so much here. But let me ask you this, and kind of stay with where we are right now.
Yeah.
What does living life on purpose means to you?
For me, it's very interesting because maybe we'll talk about this later. The new musical that I'm writing and I'm composing, which we're going to play in June, is called The Awakening,
Okay.
and it's got exactly my vision of the answer that I'm going to give you right now about the about
Okay.
this.
Okay.
So the in my opinion, the purpose of life is it's two things. So
Okay.
first of all
Okay.
is allowing yourself to understand that it's all about the experience. It's not
Mm,
about the cars, it's not about the money you've got, it's not about the your dreams or your hopes or your objectives in life. It's all about letting yourself experience
mm, okay.
life as it comes at you. It doesn't matter what comes at you. So that's
Mm,
one thing. And the second purpose for me is to follow your passion, because it is, I see so many people in our modern society that are just they wake up, they go to work, they come back home, they sleep, and then they die. So
yeah. Yeah.
that is, for
Yeah.
me, that's not a life. I mean, it's that then there's no purpose. But when you start accepting that, okay, I might be a little bit out of the system, I might not fit in
Mm,
the boxes,
mm,
but I'm what do you feel inside? That's the thing. What do you feel like doing? And it just comes, it's not the big things. It's not like uh what job, what profession should I choose? It's the
mm.
little things. When I
Wow.
say passion, it's like I wake up in the morning, what am I passionate about doing today?
Ah.
Uh,
Okay.
and okay, sometimes you need to do stuff that you need to do because, yeah, you've got certain obligations towards yourself or society. But you can still, for example, choose to drink tea or coffee. And you might be
Yeah.
passionate about coffee. And
Yeah.
you're going, and the moment the coffee touches your lips, then you get a glimpse of what um,
Ah.
feeling good is. What
Wow.
it gives you happiness and pleasure. And by adding all of these little things, then you can actually reach a point where you start living your life passionately. And at that moment, you've touched on the purpose of life itself, experimenting it and living it in full in the present moment. So we've got the three things put together.
Interesting. Wow. Man, I love it. We might have to do a episode two on this a little bit in the future, uh,
Yeah.
because what you share here, and just so that everyone got what you just shared, because you said a lot there, which was very powerful. And that's what TSLE WLI is all about: living your life, living with intentions on purpose, and that's what you said here today a while ago. All about their experience, and what that says is you want us to live in the moment, right?
Yes.
Oh man, that's powerful. Then the
And
next
you
one
know,
is, go ahead,
sorry.
go ahead.
No, it comes from it can seem like a little bit of a cliche, like carpe diem,
Uh
right?
huh. Uh huh.
Live the day, but it's not only about living the day, it's allowing yourself to fully experiment
Fully.
present moment, because
Yes.
sometimes we're either, if you think about it, so many people are either living with the regret of stuff they've done in the past or the fears of what
The future.
will happen
Yep.
in the future.
Yep.
So
Yep. Yep.
the present moment, which is the only thing they actually have, it just
Uh-huh.
goes away. So yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's like about like I love animation.
Oh.
Kung Fu Panda. They had a saying in there is I'm trying to remember what it is, but it's like it was like and I may not say this right, but it's like don't worry about yesterday. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. Live
Yes,
in the
yes,
now time.
so beautiful.
Live in the moment. It's so powerful. And with that, when you learn to be grateful for the small, you said this, for the small, just do the small stuff. When you are grateful for the small stuff, it adds so much value to your day and to your life. And when you have that in your life, you begin to live life with more passion, with more joy, with more happiness. So if you out there sad and you feel stuck, you're trying to figure out what's wrong, then how about just be grateful for right now? Be grateful for today, and that you are here, that you are listening to this episode that's about to transform your life because of what Alexandra is sharing with you right now in the insights that you can use and apply in your life like right now in this second. So man, that's it's like when you say follow your passion. It's all about passionately pursuing your passion, right? Like when you wake up in the morning, the small stuff, starting small, the simple decision of okay, what am I going to drink today? Coffee or tea? What do I want today? What is my
Yes.
passion for today? And you drink that, and that sensation goes down into you. You be like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm glad I made this decision. Now you are living in the moment. It's literally
And
that
there,
small.
and there's something else, which is something that we so rarely think about. Our bodies are like huge machineries, right? And
Mm-hmm.
there's so many things happening, and we don't realize everything. But
Yep.
the one thing, the first thing we should be grateful for in the morning when we wake up is that we woke up.
Right?
It's like
So small.
so small, and yet nobody thinks about that. And
Uh-huh.
I think I always
Yes.
think about that, because what do we do? The first thing that we go on our phones when we wake up, or we
Mm.
check things, and just take that extra 5 minutes to enjoy the fact that you're breathing,
Right?
that you went through another night, and then you've got a
Yeah.
full day ahead of you. So it's as you said, small things, but in reality they're big things.
Big things that make that small things that create big impact in your life.
Yes, exactly.
So, if someone is struggling with just thinking small like that, to be able to say, "I'm grateful to just wake up," like, do you have like one or two things that they can start applying in their life to help them learning this
Well,
process and living this out?
well, I have to say that I can't. My journey also has been like 2 years ago. I was a very stressed out person,
Oh wow.
so I'm not a guru for
Uh huh.
these things. I'm still learning as well,
Uh,
but
uh,
I know that the where I was and where I'm today. I
uh,
mean, I practically wouldn't get out of the house without being angry at something. I would be angry
wow.
even at my doorknob when I was
Wow.
out. So the way I am today, it's such a huge shift. And what I can say is that it's not coming. It's not. It won't come from one day to another. So you need to work at it. But
Mm,
what I would encourage people to do is these things work. These things work, so don't give up when it doesn't work for 1 day, for 2 days, for 3 days, for 4 days. You
Okay.
need to dedicate time to find your inner peace. And
I like that.
it's a difficult thing to do, but I
Yeah.
promise you it's worth it. And the more you do it and the more you kind of settle things inside of you, the more you will see that life kind of adapts to your interior. So I'm also a very big believer that life doesn't happen, um, uh, it doesn't happen at you, it happens because of you. So it's again, start small. Don't try and change your entire personality all of a sudden, because you obviously won't be able to do it. But
Yeah.
just, I would say, always ask yourself this question: aren't you tired of being angry? Aren't you tired of being afraid? Aren't you tired of being frustrated? And obviously, if you are living through those things, you must be tired. So you have you have two options. You have the option to continue being like that and being
Wow.
miserable,
Wow.
or just try something else. There's nothing to lose. So that would be my encouragement to people that are kind of struggling with this. And it's an encouragement and also a reassurance that it works.
Man, thank you. Oh, oh my God, that was good. Thank you. Let me make that plain for everyone. He said to find your inner peace. And then if you need help with finding your inner peace, ask the simple question: aren't you tired of being fill in the blank? And then after that, try something new. Man, see what that does is because it creates clarity, right? And clarity creates confidence, and
Yeah.
confidence creates what? Action. For you to start beginning to take that small steps, take those small actions to move forward in your life. So, Alexandra, please, thank you so much for sharing that. And as we go from there, let's talk about peaks and valleys. I know before we went live here, we were starting to dig into it, but I was like, no, let's wait. Let's keep it for the listeners. So please share with us one of your biggest peaks moments in your life and journey, and also one of your lowest valleys that you had to come through.
Right. So I'm going to answer the question, but it's not going to be two specific moments, because an artist's life is only peaks and valleys. It's never linear. And
I love
one
it.
day you think you got a project and you're going to start work on it, and you start working on it. The next day the project goes away. It
Ah,
just cancels.
ah,
So you go from one day to a high peak, the next day to a low valley. But the thing is, with high peaks, I always think that it's extremely important to take them with a grain of salt.
okay, okay,
Because
okay.
if you're if you stop pushing yourself, and if you just find that comfortable place on a peak and you're just like, yes, this is it, I'm good, then you stop growth. And when you stop growth, you won't grow
Ah,
as a human being. And then
that's
with the
good.
valleys, it's even more interesting, because um, the valleys should be the valleys help you grow. That's where real growth is happening. And then it goes from a low valley, then the next valley maybe will be a little bit higher because you've already grown, and then the next valley is going to be higher, and so will the peaks, obviously. But it's all about, and again, I'm this might sound a little bit cliche, but it is all about the journey that we're on. And
Okay.
I think it's very important to be grateful for the peaks and the valleys that we have in life.
Nice. I like that. I like that. Wow. It's he and like you almost said there. Well, what you did say there is like you don't want to get complacent with the peaks,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You want to continue to grow. Oh man, that's good right there, man. That's golden nuggets right there. If you didn't get anything else, get that part right. Don't focus all on your success, because we learn from our failures, we learn from our mistakes. And what John Maxwell will say is, sometimes we win, sometimes we learn. So we learn from our mistakes, we learn from our failures, we learn when we are in the lowest valley, so that we can be able to get back up and drive on to our highest peak. So that's pretty cool. So, but we also want to celebrate those peak moments so that we can invite them more into our life, right? And that's just using neural encoding to your advantage, and reframing your way of thinking to always persevere and to be resilient no matter what,
Yes.
no matter where you are in life, high or low, dark or light. You are able to fight through it like a lion and a lioness. Have that tenacity, have that courage, have that boldness. Be courageous, right? So, thank you for sharing that. And you're kind of firing me up, and I'm trying to calm myself down before I get too fired up, because I don't want to get too fired up. But before we wrap things up, I want to make sure that the audience can can still connect with you or contact you after this. And then also, with that, how can people find you? And is there anything, because you mentioned it already a little bit, you kind of segued into it, anything that you are working on that we should support you in the future?
Well, so it's the our new show, which is a musical comedy called The Awakening. It's a comedy in the style of the comedies we had back in the 80s, 90s, those really good ones,
Uh-huh. I
those
had the good ones.
heartfelt, nostalgic ones. And it's called The Awakening, and it's also because it talks about grief, it talks
Uh,
about love, it talks about what happens after death, it talks about our purpose in life, it talks about
okay.
the present moment, everything that we talked about today. It's
Uh-huh.
actually compressed in there
Okay.
in 2 hours. So my company is called the New Musical Company,
Okay.
and you can
Okay.
find us on the newmusicalcompany.com, our website.
Okay.
We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we've got our website as well. And we're still in the stages of production. So
Okay.
if there are any angels out there or people that would just want to donate or help us, we on our
Uh,
website we have a donation page as well. So
nice.
any type of help is good for our productions, for our costume design. We have some nice prosthetics that I need to put on my face because I'm in it as well. So yes, any kind of help would be much appreciated, and we'll be sure to put you in our programs and on our website and give you any type of visibility that you might like to have. So
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you for sharing your information there. And his link is also in the description of this episode as well. It's a link tree, and you go there, you will find everything, and I mean everything you need in what everything that he just shared. So as we close out, my friends, you just heard it today. You heard growth is intentional. Purpose is personal. And your next level requires, what's that A word? Action.
yeah.
Action. So if this episode have added value to you, make sure you share it with someone, subscribe to the podcast, and visit www.tslewli.com. You are not waiting on opportunity. The opportunity is waiting for you to take action and to say yes, yes, yes. I am Coach Teon Singletary, the motivator of excellence. Stay empowered, stay inspired, Live within your greatness. And guess what? I love you, and there's nothing, and I mean nothing, you can do about it. Take care and continue to shine your light bright, my friends. Visit our website at www.teonsingletary.com to learn more about what we do. Again, that is www.teonsingletary.com. We want to see you succeed in life. Are you ready? How are you doing, great people? It is your boy, Coach Teon Singletary, the host of the TSLE WLI. And if you don't know what that stands for, then guess what? You better stand by. Teon Singletary Superpower Weekly Live Inspiration. Here to empower you, here to inspire you, here to help you reach your greatness. Why? Because you are greatness made from greatness. Subscribe to the podcast right now and share with a friend. This podcast is designed to help you reach your full potential. I will provide you special trainings for you and will have guest speakers to inspire you. All you have to do is join me. As the executive director of the John Maxwell team and one of the qualities of the Les Brown Power Voice Academy, I will provide you the ingredients that you need to make your success story. And the greatest story ever told is your story. We just have to do what my mentor, my friend John Maxwell says. We have to live intentionally. Subscribe to the podcast right now and share with a friend. Will you join me as we change our world together? Visit the website at www.teonsingletary.com for your free gift. Continue to be great in you and be great in the things that God has inspired you to be, do, and have in this thing we call life. Coach Teon Singletary signing off. Thank you for listening to this episode. I pray and hope that it provided you the ingredients you need to live your best life with excellence.